Good morning and a happy Thursday morning to everybody. All right, we are starting off this morning, video number 1. We're talking about The Spare because it's getting ready to be re-released. Let's cover this, shall we? Let's go. Let me remind you guys that Harry wrote The Spare with a ghostwriter, I might add, and the book was released January 10th of 2023, and it sold 1.4 million copies around the US, the UK, and Canada on the first day. The problem is, when the book came out, it was already being sold at 50% off. They were also giving it away for free for online listeners. You could listen to the book like Audible, but those numbers counted in to the total sales price, okay? We know that in this book, Harry alleged an assault against Prince William during an argument in 2019 over Meghan Markle and her treatment of palace staff. And we also heard that he boasted about killing 25 Taliban fighters while he was in the army. This is when Buckingham Palace and the royal family adapted the no comment defense and saw Harry and Meghan's popularity plummet on both sides of the Atlantic. What this book revealed to people was that Harry was a whiny, spoiled brat. William got the bigger room in the castle. William got an extra sausage on his plate. It's like he's emotionally 10 years old and he's never grown up. So what has come out now is that the paperback version, usually when they release the paperback version in the United States, there's more content added to it. But this time there isn't. It's the exact same content that was published a year ago. Now, of course, Harry has intimated in interviews that there's plenty more information. He could write a whole second book. So why wasn't there any more information put in the book? Well, for several reasons, in my opinion. Number one, the information that was pulled from the book couldn't be verified or could get Harry in serious legal trouble. Therefore, it will not be published. Number two, the family has cut him off. They have stopped communicating with him. Therefore, he has no more information to put out. But what's being reported is that he didn't put the information out because he's playing the long game and he's trying to get back in with his family, which isn't going to happen. Let's be honest. He wrote this book for the same reason that he and Meghan have done all of the attacks on the royal family in the last 5 years. They're lashing out because Meghan didn't get what she wanted. And Harry was like, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. Harry wanted to try to push the family into publicly apologizing to him and Meghan. And guess what? It never happened. They want their full security paid for. It didn't happen. They wanted to be a separate royal family in the United States. It didn't happen. The royal family has not acknowledged Harry or Meghan or their grievances. They will never apologize. They have simply cut him off. Harry's case against the Home Office is not going to win. Harry knows it's not going to win, which is why now he wants his father to intercede, and that information has been put into the press, and Charles cannot intercede in the courts, and he knows that. Let's be honest. Catherine was the attack on Oprah. William was the attack in The Spare, William and Charles. So you really, as I saw on Twitter, if you want to measure the success of the original version of Spare, you have to look at the impact it had on its target and how Harry benefited, and he didn't benefit. He wanted to tarnish the name of the royal family. He mocked William. He called him names. He told everybody about him being circumcised. He made fun of the way he looks and the fact that he doesn't look like his mother anymore. He slammed him as a man and a brother and in every way possible. As a result of all of this, The Spare did not do well. Harry is completely estranged from his family with no signs of it getting any better. Let's also keep in mind that while everybody is going on and on about what a great book this was, it was actually a financial fail. A deep dive was done into the sales numbers and found that the book would have had to have sold twice the number of books for Harry to even earn back the advance that he got. We found out, it was reported that Harry was paid upfront by Penguin Random House, apparently $20 million. Now, most of these companies like Penguin Random House have it written into their contracts that they must sell a certain number of books or they have to give back a certain of the advance. You can't keep the money if you don't sell the books. The hardcover sales usually account for 80% of book sales. So no, the book did not do well at all. By the way, don't forget Harry pledged a certain amount of the proceeds of the book, not the advance. And therefore, he hardly gave any of that money out to charity. He pocketed almost all of it. And as I told you guys before, they sold the book at 50% off. They gave it away for free on Audible. When you went to listen to Harry talk to that Dr. Matteo online, you had to buy another book. Some people ordered one book and they were shipped two. This book also broke records for being the most left behind book. So when people were done reading it, they basically just dumped it. Just remember that in the last 5 years, Harry has been very vocal and lashing out publicly to try to hurt William, whereas William doesn't engage him, has basically just remained silent and indifferent and continues on with his royal duties. And the result of that is that Harry gets more irritated. William continues to exert mental control on him. William's public profile is through the roof. Harry's is in the toilet. Remember, William is now the heir apparent who has the billion-pound Duchy of Cornwall, or the Duchy. All of his projects are successful and acclaimed on the world stage. His family commands the spotlight. And after making millions from his memoir, Harry's brand has taken a nosedive. Not only did the book end the relationship with his brother and his father, his reputation is in the toilet, including in the United States. So Harry was actually the loser in his own book. It's like the more he lashes out at his family, the worse his reputation, and he doesn't see it. And this is the way it will stay from now on. Mark my words. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell for all notifications, although we know it's not going to work. And then go down into the description box and hit the link to follow me over to video number 2. Let's go.